Saturday, 7th of February 2026. Final day of being 30. It's grim, that, innit? Years just keep going around thick and fast. 31 tomorrow. Anyway, today we are doing Taronga Zoo, which is just behind me. What's there? To the Spit. So, penultimate leg of walking around the coast of Sydney. And it's a lovely day for it. This was meant to happen last weekend, but we got done by the weather, and then I was meant to do it this week at some point, but just been dead from exhaustion because I've been going to bed so late trying to sort stuff out in the UK. So it's Saturday. It's not a walking day, but it is a walking day. So yeah, we're doing a walk on the Saturday, not a Sunday today. We're here at Taronga Zoo. Well, this is Athol Bay, and it's a beautiful day here today. Really beautiful. Not the hottest day we've had, but it's just perfect conditions to be doing a walk. Maybe a tad too hot, but I'm being picky. This is Athol Bay. I've just got the ferry over from Circular Quay to Taronga Zoo. And look at all these boats. I'd love to be on a boat today. What a day. What a day. Anyway, let's start walking. We've got to walk. I think it's about 8 to 10 kilometres today. It's going to take about 3 hours, I think. And then got to rush back and head. Yeah, got to rush back because I'm heading out at about 8 PM for my, I was going to say big birthday bash, but it's not that big anymore. Small birthday bash. So yeah. Anyway, let's get going. Penultimate leg of walking the coast of Sydney. Let's go. Okay, so there is the entrance to Taronga Zoo. It's meant to be a pretty good zoo actually. I'm not an animal person, but I do go to the odd zoo. I've been to London Zoo. Been to, obviously went safari in South Africa. That was actually amazing. Yeah, definitely, apparently it's actually very good, so I would recommend it. Right, let's keep walking. So this is Bradley's Amphitheatre. It's like an amphitheatre kind of vibe there. Lovely views. One part goes over there still. Harbour, Clubhouse, City, and then over that way where we're walking towards Manly. So it feels like all we've been doing is just walking through woodland or bushland for since the beach I went to over there. But now we've got a bit of clarity, some clearness. See the boats. Yeah, so you can just about see Bondi Junction over there on top of it, the Westfield, but you can't obviously see the harbour, etc. But it's nice. See, I always say this is mad how this is like 20 minutes from the CBD, just madness. Right, this is Chowder Bay. Chowder Bay. Always people fishing. I definitely think it's like my least favourite beach in Sydney. Like, I'm having a look inside the water and it just looks filthy. So would not recommend Chowder Bay. There were definitely some better options in Sydney. But it is busy, it is really busy. Oh, not really busy, but pretty busy for a Saturday. Yeah. Right, let's keep walking. I think we've got about an hour left, I think. 45 minutes to an hour, I reckon. So yeah, let's keep going. We're well on our way now. I messed up and I slightly had to go off route, so I missed a beach called Obselic Beach, but I went there and yeah, I went back on myself to actually go and see it, but it's not that impressive, unfortunately. I don't know, I genuinely started saying this is the worst leg out of all of them. The first bit was good, like Taronga, and then I think up to the first half an hour was decent, but after that, just not really enjoying it. It's just a bit, there's not enough oomph. I can't explain it, it's just not enough oomph. There's not enough like, wow, this is amazing, oh, what a nice view. Just, I don't know if it's the weather, I don't know if it's just, I don't know, just not feeling it at all. Just the most disappointing ones out of all of them. Yeah, But we'll keep going. We obviously want to finish it, and we're not too far away now, we? Like I said, another half an hour. But yeah, disappointing. I don't know if the weather's plays a part, but I think as well, there's nothing really to see. Like, a lot of it when you're looking out, so obviously I'm in this like bushland here, and you're looking out, but there's nothing to see. Like, all you can see is like, well, the sea. That's all you can see, and see a few beaches, but there's nothing like wow. I think that's it. There's nothing to see when I'm at like kind of the coastal areas. You're like blown away by it. That's my thoughts. But yeah, we'll keep going. Right, this is a place called Bunkers / Middlehead / Gubba Gubba. This is probably the best you've had, I reckon. See all the way to parts of the city. Got some of the beaches we've already covered. That Shark Beach over there, one of those, I can't quite remember. Oh, is that Watson's Bay Hotel? I'm not sure, can't remember. Oh, that's Watson's Bay. That's the headland, that's the lighthouse, Hornby Lighthouse. That takes you out to the sea. And over there in the distance, that's Manly. And then that is the walk we're going to be doing next week. Spit to Manly. But gives a nice little view of kind of West Sydney and more central Sydney. Right, way to stop. This is Balmoral Beach. Again, not a fan. Not a fan at all. Just don't know, just not that nice. Just very average. Anyway, let's keep walking. Final stop. This is Chinaman's Beach. Beautiful. A lot better, this is a lot nicer. Right, I think this is done now. We're pretty much all pretty much just housing and inland now. Oh, that's a nice rooftop. That's a cool little infinity pool. Yeah, we're pretty much just houses now. So houses and whatnot. Inland, no more beaches. So yeah, next stop will be the Spit, which will be our final stop. Overall, not a bad work. Obviously, it hasn't been the most enjoyable one because it hasn't been kind of my vibe, but it's still been alright. I'm just on my way to the bus stop at the Spit, but I'm just look at this guy's driveway. Look at that view. And look at that. Imagine having that garage with that view. Open the boot and that view. Insane. Unreal. Wow. Right, we're done. This is the Spit. The Spit. So you've got boats over there. And that takes you obviously out towards, well, you can obviously get to Circular Quay and get you out to the ocean. You've got the boats over there. That takes you inland into I suppose, into Australia a bit more, if that makes sense. Yeah, that's it. We are done for today. I'd give it like definitely the worst one. Definitely the worst one. Just not that many like wow moments. Not many of those like, oh, that looks really cool. Just, yeah, very average. But yeah, that's it really. Time to head back. Yeah, time to head back into the city. And I'll probably see you guys tomorrow, because tomorrow I'm going to do the Spit to Manly, which is the final leg of the Bondi to Manly walk. So thank you very much. I will see you probably tomorrow. Alright, Sunday, 8th of February 2026. It's my birthday! Woo! 31 in one of my favourite places, if not my favourite place in the world. Sydney! Harbour Bridge. The city. Opera House. This is a place called Milson'S Point. I've been here before. I think it's like 2-3 weekends ago with Lizzie and Marcus. Yeah, such a good spot, one of my favourite spots in Sydney. So, or one of my favourite spots in the Sydney CBD, because there's so many nice spots in Sydney. But I'm just here, just hanging out. So, yesterday, obviously did Taronga Zoo to the Spit. I think my thoughts are, I just wouldn't do it. I genuinely, it's not even worth doing. If you've not got the time, I would say don't do it. It's not worth it. But obviously if you've got time, obviously do it, because it's Sydney. And the first like half hour is pretty decent. After that, it's a bit boring. Yesterday evening, went out with a few mates. Went out with Marcus, Eli, Charlie, who else there? Karen, Lizzie came down. Yeah, there was like 10 of us. I can't remember. There was like 10 of us. Yeah, it was just a sick night. Really good night. So we started off at the Hotel CBD. Started off with Marcus at like, I think 8ish, and then everyone gradually came, and then yeah, it was just a vibe. Like Hotel CBD is probably one of my top 3 favourite bars all over the world. I just love the vibe. The drinks are pretty decent, like reasonably priced. The DJ is always sick. They play such good music, and it's like it's the kind of place where you start, and then it's like you get a bit giddy, and then you kind of head to like a club, like Cargo or Bungalow 8 or something like that. Unfortunately, so we were there for like 3 hours, so I think we were there to like 12, 12:15, and then we were like, right, we'll head on somewhere else. And then we went to Jimmy's Rooftop, and I think the problem was it's kind of beach club vibe, and I think like we'd had as a group like a really good evening at Hotel CBD, and like you need to kick onto somewhere with a bit more energy. But obviously the problem with Jimmy's Rooftop, where the pool is like you drop down in energy. So yeah, it was kind of like a bit annoying, because then I like obviously I'd done the walk, so I was like 10k my legs. I think I'd done 18k walking all day, and I was just tired. Like I was just tired. So it was kind of like a bit of anticlimax kind of end tonight, but it was a good way to kind of spend my birthday, or like actually no, the day before my birthday, obviously today's my birthday. It was a good way to kind of spend my birthday evening, and yeah, like I'm just kind of really grateful. Like it's, I don't know, I said this to Lizzie at one of my styles, warm and fuzzy inside in terms of like 3 months ago, obviously I knew Eli, I knew Marcus back home, I knew Lizzie, but you know, like most of those people who I met who came out last night, like I didn't know them 3 months ago. Yeah, it's kind of like a really good sign in terms of like, yeah, it just makes me like warm inside, and like I feel like I'm doing the right thing as a human being. Like people who I've not known long, like some of them only met like 2 or 3 times, you know, want to come out and celebrate with me. Especially as they know, like, you know, obviously I'm living here, but like I go home in like 7 weeks, 6-7 weeks, so I leave Sydney in 6-7 weeks, and yeah, it's kind of, you know, it just makes me feel like, you know, I'm not a perfect individual. I make a lot of mistakes, and you know, I don't want to be perfect, but at the same time, it's nice to see like people. I give off a good energy and a good vibe, and people are willing to come out and have some good fun with me and have a good time. So yeah, I really do appreciate that, because obviously like it's not like I'm going to be, you know, it's not, I've kind of come into their lives, and you know, unfortunately I'm not going to be here for long, but you know, they're kind of to come out and celebrate, and you know, it makes me really good and really appreciative of them. And you know, I've had my challenges, you know, being here for sure. I've had my challenges in terms of meeting people and stuff like that, and you know, they've been really, you know, some challenging, difficult time. You know, nothing I can't handle, but it's definitely testing me at times in terms of this is different, me living somewhere. I just feel like kind of grateful, like really grateful and really appreciative. Yeah, I couldn't have asked for a better birthday, right? A good group of people, a good group of human beings, you know, who want to go out and have fun and love dancing, like love going out, love partying. So yeah, I'm just kind of really grateful. And then today, woke up, went to bed at 7 AM because I was just so giddy last night. I was just so giddy, and I don't know why. I was so giddy. I think it was just a combination of Hotel CBD. I had a few non-alcoholic G&Ts, which I think like 3 or 4. So, you know, I think that helps, and the environment helped. There was a lot of laughing, and it was just a good vibe, and the music, and I got really, really giddy. I don't drink, don't do any drugs, and obviously don't smoke or anything. So it's like I think someone said, like, you were really good and really happy. Like, yeah, it was. Like, it was just a fun night. So I got back at like 3. After a Burger King or Hungry Jack's, and then sleep. I think I went to bed at like 7 AM. I just could not sleep. I was just like excitable, just a lot of adrenaline pumping through me. I went to bed quite late. Today, woke up late, was meant to do Spit to Manly, but the weather was just crap. It's been very moody here, as you can see. So just kind of stayed in bed for a bit longer, and then I decided, right, I'm gonna walk here. So went Milson'S Point. Milson'S Point obviously is one of my favourite areas in Sydney. And yeah, just thought I'd come here. So what I've done today is I walked for basically my place to see, went for Nando's, and then basically walked all the way from kind of Bangaroo, all the way around Bangaroo. You could obviously see the Fenwick, and then nice view like the city from the Crown area. Walked over the Harbour Bridge, got an ice cream over there at Galtissimo, and then spilt half it down me. Classic. Anyone think I'm 31? And then just came here and just like, yeah, just been here for like the last half hour, just talking to parents back home, and yeah, enjoying the view. So yeah, it's been a really good birthday. I've really enjoyed myself. You always kind of think about, I don't know, I always think about like
it's, I think like your birthday and kind of New Year's and kind of, you know, like New Year's are like the two times of maybe the year where you maybe think about kind of the last year. And I think the last couple of years really challenged me, really challenged me. Really difficult times. And I've had to be really mentally resilient. And I think a lot of the problems I faced, you know, I pretty much erased. There's one or two big things that I'm still dealing with, and there's some inner demons that kind of I need to address, but I feel hope. And I don't know, just reflecting back to kind of just over a year ago, that was probably one of the darkest, lowest moments in my life. It was just personal issues, and I feel, although those personal issues haven't kind of resolved themselves, like I feel I'm in a better place to handle them, and I feel like I'm getting close to sorting those solutions out. So if anything, I think like this next year is just full of hope, which I think maybe at times I didn't maybe have. And so yeah, I'm kind of proud of the way I've handled those personal issues and the inner demons, and we continue to work towards solving them. And yeah, you know, life can easily look like sunshine and rainbows on Instagram and social media, but no, everyone's going through challenges and problems, and that's just the reality of life. And everyone has problems. Some are big, some are small, but everyone has problems and everyone has challenges, and it's the person you become trying to solve those problems, and just trying to be relentless and consistent in trying to solve those problems, for me, like really important. And a quote that just keeps kind of resonating with me recently is that the challenges you face now, the difficulties you face now, are the stories you will tell you about yourself in the future. You know, those will be the kind of the hero stories, and that's what that kind of quote has been kind of resonating with me recently, and yes, a quote I want to kind of stick by. Hopefully this next year is amazing, always good, always a lot better than the last 2 years, and I feel it will be. And yeah, I'm very grateful to be spending it in one of the greatest places in the world. So yeah, I'm going to end this here. I'm going to head back, head to the gym, do some glute stuff, maybe for my 30s, I get too properly. But yeah, I'm very grateful, very, I suppose, humbled, and yeah, I just feel good today. I feel really good. I feel like I definitely want to come down in terms of like how giddy I was and how much adrenaline and how fun last night was, but you know, I'm truly grateful. People I've got in my life, and grateful for being able to live this life that is probably very true to myself. And yeah, I'm just happy. I feel really good today. I'm gonna go. Next scenes, I don't know when, but Tuesday I move out my flat share, move back to Van Wyck, and my last 4.5 weeks in Sydney. So yeah, I'll catch you guys in a bit.